Now, let's answer the question that matters most. How much difference can your claiming age actually make? Many people assume the difference is relatively small, perhaps a few dollars each month, maybe enough to cover a dinner out or an extra utility bill. In reality, the decision can affect your retirement income by hundreds of dollars every month and, over a long retirement, by tens of thousands of dollars. That's why financial planners often describe claiming Social Security as one of the most important retirement decisions you'll ever make. Let's use a simple example. Imagine David. He worked for 42 years, earned a steady middle-class income, and qualified for a full retirement benefit of about $2,400 per month at age 67. Now, suppose David decides to claim at 62 instead, because he's filing 5 years before his full retirement age. His monthly benefit is permanently reduced under the Social Security formula. He begins receiving payments immediately, but every future check is smaller than it would have been if he had waited until 67. Now imagine David waits until his full retirement age. He receives the full benefit he earned during his working career. No early retirement reduction applies. He didn't receive checks between 62 and 67, but every monthly payment from that point forward is higher. Now let's consider a third possibility. David decides he doesn't need the income immediately. He's healthy. He enjoys his work. Or perhaps he has other retirement savings available. Instead of claiming at 67, he waits until age 70. Why? Because the Social Security Administration awards delayed retirement credits for each month you postpone claiming after your full retirement age up to age 70. Those delayed credits permanently increase your monthly benefit. Think of it as a reward for waiting. The increase doesn't continue forever. Once you reach age 70, delayed retirement credits stop accumulating. There's generally no additional advantage to waiting beyond that point, simply to increase your Social Security benefit. Now let's compare the three strategies. Claim at 62. You receive more years of payments, but every payment is permanently smaller. Claim at 67. You receive your full scheduled benefit. Claim at 70. You receive fewer total monthly payments over your lifetime, but each payment is significantly larger. Notice something important. Social Security isn't trying to reward one choice or punish another. The system is designed to remain actuarially balanced over large populations. Some people live well into their 90s. Others do not. No one knows exactly how long they will live. That's why the best claiming age isn't the same for everyone. Let's imagine 3 different retirees. First, there's Susan. She's 62. Her job required years of physically demanding work. Arthritis has made continuing employment increasingly difficult. She has limited retirement savings. Although claiming early reduces her monthly benefit, beginning Social Security now allows her to meet essential living expenses. For Susan, claiming at 62 may be the right decision, not because it maximizes lifetime benefits on paper, but because it solves a real financial need today. Now meet Robert. He's 66. He's in good health. He enjoys his career. His salary comfortably covers his expenses. He doesn't need Social Security immediately. Waiting until age 70 could substantially increase the guaranteed monthly income he'll receive for the rest of his life. For Robert, patience may produce greater long-term financial security. Finally, consider Linda. She's approaching her 67th birthday. She's ready to retire. Her mortgage is paid off. She has moderate retirement savings. Her pension covers part of her monthly expenses. Claiming at full retirement age provides a balance between beginning retirement and receiving her full scheduled Social Security benefit. For Linda, 67 may be the right choice. 3 retirees, 3 different situations, 3 potentially different decisions, and all of them could be perfectly reasonable. This is why there is no universal best age age to claim Social Security. Your health matters, your employment plans matter, your savings matter, your family history matters, and if you're married, your spouse's benefits may matter as well. Now, here's another important issue that often surprises people. Many Americans continue working after they begin receiving Social Security. Can you do that? Absolutely, but your age matters. If you claim benefits before reaching your full retirement age and continue earning wages above certain annual limits, part of your Social Security benefit may be temporarily withheld under the earnings test. This often creates unnecessary anxiety. Some people hear the word withheld and assume the money is lost forever. That's not how the system works. The Social Security Administration generally recalculates benefits after you reach full retirement age to account for months in which benefits were withheld because of excess earnings. In other words, the earnings test is not simply a penalty for working, it's part of the benefit calculation process established under federal law. Once you reach your full retirement age, something important changes. The annual earnings limit no longer applies. You may continue working. You may earn as much as you wish. Your Social Security benefits are no longer reduced because of employment income under the earnings test. That's one reason many people choose to continue working beyond their full retirement age. They enjoy the flexibility, they receive their full scheduled benefit, and they continue earning employment income without worrying about the annual earnings limit. Let's slow down for a moment. This is one of the biggest milestones associated with reaching full retirement age. Many people focus only on the benefit amount, but the removal of the earnings test is equally significant for retirees who want to keep working. Now, let's talk about another misunderstanding. Some people believe reaching full retirement age automatically qualifies them for Medicare. The truth is that these are two separate programs. Most Americans become eligible for Medicare at age 65, regardless of whether their full retirement age is 66, 67, or another age established under Social Security rules. That's why someone can already be enrolled in Medicare for 2 years before reaching a full retirement age of 67. The two systems often work together during retirement, but they're governed by different eligibility rules. Understanding that distinction helps retirees avoid costly enrollment mistakes. Now imagine Margaret again. When we first met her, she assumed her 67th birthday answered every important retirement question. Today she realizes that reaching full retirement age simply gives her more options. She can claim immediately. She can continue working. She can delay until age 70. And each decision carries different financial consequences. So here's what we've established. Full retirement age determines when you can receive your full scheduled Social Security retirement benefit. Claiming before that age generally produces a permanently smaller monthly payment. Waiting beyond that age, up to age 70, generally increases your monthly benefit through delayed retirement credits. For retirees who continue working, reaching full retirement age also removes the annual earnings limit that applies to earlier claimants. These rules apply to everyone, but deciding which strategy is best depends entirely on your own retirement goals, health, income needs, and long-term financial situation. That brings us to the final question. Now that full retirement age has officially reached 67 for Americans born in 1960 or later, what should you actually do? Should you claim early, wait until 67, delay until 70? And what practical steps can help you make the most informed decision for your own retirement? That's exactly where we'll finish our discussion. Now, we've reached the most important part of today's discussion. You've learned what full retirement age is. You've seen why it gradually increased to 67. And you understand how claiming at 62, 67, or 70 changes your monthly benefit. The final question is the one every future retiree eventually asks. So, what should I actually do? The truth is that there isn't a single answer that works for everyone. But there are 3 retirement paths that cover the vast majority of Americans. Let's look at each one. The first scenario is the one financial planners often consider ideal for people who can afford it. Imagine Karen. She's 66 years old, she's healthy, she enjoys her work, she has retirement savings, no major debt, and her monthly expenses are comfortably covered by her salary. Karen doesn't need Social Security immediately. In her case, continuing to work for another year until full retirement age allows her to receive her entire scheduled retirement benefit. If she decides to wait even longer until age 70, delayed retirement credits can increase her monthly income even further. For someone like Karen, patience becomes an investment. She's essentially purchasing a larger, inflation-adjusted, government-backed monthly income for the rest of her life. If she expects a long retirement, that strategy could provide significantly greater lifetime financial security. Now let's consider a second scenario. Meet Thomas. He's 63. After decades working in construction, his knees and back no longer allow him to continue performing physically demanding work. He has some retirement savings, but not enough to comfortably wait several years before claiming benefits. For Thomas, delaying Social Security may not be realistic. His immediate financial needs outweigh the long-term advantage of waiting. Although claiming early permanently reduces his monthly benefit, it provides dependable income when he needs it most. That's an important reminder. Social Security planning isn't only about maximizing dollars. It's also about protecting your quality of life. Sometimes the mathematically optimal decision isn't the practical decision. Now consider a third scenario. Linda and Robert are both approaching retirement. Linda plans to stop working at 67. Robert intends to continue working part-time until 70. Their retirement income comes from several sources: Social Security, employer retirement plans, personal savings, and investment accounts. Instead of viewing Social Security as their only income source, they treat it as one piece of a larger retirement strategy. That allows them to coordinate withdrawals from retirement accounts, manage taxes more efficiently, and decide when claiming Social Security best supports their overall financial plan. Increasingly, that's how many financial planners approach retirement today, not as one decision, but as several interconnected decisions working together. Now, here's another question that deserves attention. What if your health changes unexpectedly? No retirement plan should ignore uncertainty. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we expect. Some people retire earlier because of illness. Others continue working longer than planned because they enjoy their careers or simply aren't ready to stop. Family responsibilities can change. Markets can fluctuate. Inflation can reduce purchasing power. Medical expenses may increase unexpectedly. That's why flexibility is one of the most valuable retirement planning tools you can have. Rather than locking yourself into assumptions years in advance, review your retirement plan regularly. A decision that made perfect sense at 62 may deserve another look at 65 or 66. Now let's address another common misconception. Some people believe waiting longer always guarantees more lifetime money. That's not necessarily true. Waiting increases your monthly benefit, but it also means receiving fewer monthly payments over your lifetime. The balance depends largely on longevity. Someone who lives into their 90s may receive substantially more total lifetime benefits by waiting. Someone with serious health concerns may reasonably reach a different conclusion. No one knows exactly how long they'll live. That's why claiming decisions involve probabilities rather than certainties. The goal isn't predicting the future perfectly. The goal is making the best decision using the information available today. Now let's summarize everything we've learned. Full retirement age is now 67 for everyone born in 1960 or later. That does not mean you must wait until 67 to retire. It does not mean 67 is automatically the best age to claim Social Security. And it certainly doesn't mean everyone should make the same decision. Instead, full retirement age serves as the benchmark from which all retirement benefit calculations begin. Claim before it, and your monthly benefit is generally reduced. Claim at it, and you receive your full scheduled benefit. Delay beyond it, and your monthly benefit generally increases until age 70 through delayed retirement credits. Understanding those three options gives you something extremely valuable: choice. Now, here's what you can do today. First, create or log into your My Social Security account through the Social Security Administration. Review your earnings history carefully. Even small reporting errors can affect your future retirement benefit calculation. Second, use the Social Security Retirement Estimator. Compare your projected monthly benefit at age 62, your full retirement age, and age 70. Seeing those numbers side by side often makes the decision much clearer. Third, think beyond Social Security. Review your retirement savings. Estimate your monthly expenses. Consider your health, your employment plans, and any pension income you may receive. The stronger your overall retirement plan, the more flexibility you'll have when deciding when to claim benefits. Fourth, if you're married, remember that one claiming decision can affect the other spouse. Survivor benefits, household income, and life expectancy should all be part of the conversation. For many couples, Social Security claiming isn't an individual decision. It's a family decision. Finally, don't let age alone determine your strategy. Turning 67 is an important milestone, but it's only one piece of a much larger financial picture. The best claiming age is the one that aligns with your personal circumstances, not someone else's. Let's return to Margaret one last time. When she first heard that her full retirement age would be 67, she believed the decision had already been made for her. Today, she understands something very different. Her 67th birthday doesn't remove her choices. It expands them. She now knows she can evaluate her finances, consider her health, think about her long-term goals, and choose the claiming strategy that best supports the retirement she wants to build. That's the real value of understanding full retirement age. Not simply knowing the number, but knowing what that number means. Over the coming months, Retirement Watch will continue following every important Social Security update, Medicare change, tax proposal, and retirement policy that could affect older Americans. Our goal is to help you separate facts from headlines and make confident decisions based on official information rather than speculation. If you found today's explanation helpful, consider sharing it with someone who's approaching retirement. There's a good chance they're asking the very same questions. And understanding these rules before claiming benefits could make one of the biggest financial differences of their retirement. I'm Michael Bennet. Thank you for watching Retirement Watch, helping seniors understand their benefits. And remember this, reaching full retirement age is an important milestone. Understanding how to use it wisely is what can make the greatest difference to your retirement income.